Good afternoon, friends. Welcome on this Saturday afternoon on the special webinar for all professional and the students, how to prepare for CA exams and how to face the fear of failure in the multiple things. So we have a very renowned faculties with us, CA Rajesh Mehta sir, Vice President, Malwa chapter of Jain Chartered Accountant Federation, and Vice President of All India Tax Practitioners Central Zone as well. We welcome you, sir, on this our platform. We have a Dipti Jain madam as well with us. She is also a General Secretary at Malwa chapter, newly designated at new chapter, and also a part of our Central Committee. So we are very thankful today for the Malwa chapter for this session. Two panelists are there from there, panel, including the today's speaker as well. We have a CA Priyanka Palrecha also, she is a youngest chartered accountant, one of the youngest chartered accountant at the age of 20 years. She has to wait for the membership even after the taken the qualification, because institute is giving a membership only after the age of 21st. So we are very grateful that she is taking session for the all the professional and the student as well. We have a Punit Mehta sir from sir is a tele expert and the treasurer of Jain Chartered Accountant Federation Mumbai. So we welcome Punit bhai. So would like to now request Punit bhai to welcome all the our attendees and all the participants. Over to you, Punit bhai.
Welcome on the learned speaker today, especially our JCAF Vice President from JCAF Malwa, that is CA Rajesh Mehta ji, a very well-known personality and a champion for the cause of CA students. So we are really thankful for to Rajesh bhai that he has agreed to take up this particular session for students, especially those who are appearing for the examination and how to clear that examination. It is very important topic. And I'm sure with Rajesh bhai's guidance, upcoming chart accounts, those who are for the examination would be really, this session would be really helpful. I also welcome CA Priyanka Palrecha ji. She is, as I understand, an NLP as well, NLP trainer and one of the youngest chartered accountants. Thank you for coming on the JCAF platform, and thank you Virag bhai for making this program for JCAF as well. You are part of JCAF as well, and you are part of Connect Easy. And thank you all. And over to you, Dipti and Virag bhai.
Thank you so much. So would like to now request CA Dipti Jain to introduce our today's speaker, and we'll start the session immediately after that. So over to you, Dipti ma'am.
Thank you, Virag. It's been an opportunity to, it's been a pleasure to introduce such a learned speakers and to have them on Connect Easy and on JCF platform. Today we have Rajesh Mehta sir. He is National Vice President, All India Federation of Tax Practitioner, AIFTP Central Zone. He is chairman. He had been the chairman of AIFT in the year 2018 and 19. He has been secretary in 2014 and 15. He has been joint secretary for 12 and 13. So it's been more than 6 years he is serving that All India Federation of Tax Practitioner organization, sir. Your dedication is commendable. And he is also vice president of JCF Malwa chapter. He is a leading tax practitioner in India. He's been a speaker on issues of capital gains, penalty and prosecution, TDS, HUF tax planning, religious and charitable trust, tax audit union, budget and amendments, income computations and disclosure standards, ICDS, etc. across India. Various forums like branches of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Tax Bar Association, Business and Trade Association, banks, government institution, etc. has invited him for enlightening sessions. He had been the merit holder. He had a meritorious academic background since inception, and he had received awards in many elocution and debate competition from the ex-chief ministers of Rajasthan, Shri Devi Prasad Joshi and Shri Charan Mathur. So here we welcome you, sir, on the platform of JCF, and expecting a very enlightening session with you today. And we have another speaker with us. She's a very young, dynamic chartered accountant. As Virag has rightly said, she qualified her chartered accountancy at the age of 20, and she had to wait for 1 year to get the membership from the Institute of Chartered Accountant. Priyanka Palrecha. She has been the team leader for various assignments like INDS implementation, statutory audits, tax audits, worked with Bansi M. Mehta and Company, N.M. Raji and Company, Rolta India Limited, founder of Beauty, a personal transformation company to empower others for their growth and development in personal and professional areas. And she had contributed in more than 500 people's lives and created an impactful presence in the society. So here I welcome another speaker, Priyanka ji, on the dais of Connect Easy and JCF. So we expect a very nice session of roller coaster ride for 2 hours with them. Over to you, Virag. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dipti, for wonderful introduction. Thank you so much, Rajesh sir, for accepting our invitation for the different subject from the regular tax aspect for the student community. We are very thankful to you, sir. Now we would like to request to take the proceeding ahead, sir. So over to you, sir.
Thank you, Virag ji. Thank you, Dipti madam. I am thankful to Connect Easy, CA Virag Shah ji, JCF for inviting me on this very useful topic for all the upcoming chartered accountants of India. Generally, I am invited on various professional forums for giving lectures on various topics of the direct taxes. But today it's my pleasure that I am going to interact with the fourth upcoming chartered accountants of India, because when the student prepares for his exam, he is always uncertain, always in suspicion that whether I will get clear or not, even though he has all the capacities to get through the exam, but he is not confident in himself. So many times I thought that we must interact with the upcoming chartered accountants, and so I am thankful that Virag ji has decided this topic, very useful topic, very important topic, for which no much material is there on, because on direct taxes we may get various material on the internet, but how to clear for CA exam, this is only an interactive issue which we can interact with you. So now I start with the topic. So dear friends, first of all, when you are going to start your CA studies, you must ascertain that the room in which you are doing your studies is well lighted, there are sufficient and enough light, because many times we do not keep in mind that the light is not proper, so we are having to give stress to our eyes, and sometimes the shortage of light force us to take a nap. So if there is sufficient light, we will not be required to take a nap. So and there should be proper ventilation, because proper ventilation will give you proper oxygen, so you will not have to sleep for many hours. Otherwise, many times we think that we are so much tired that we are not able to get up at the early, or we are having to sleep at the early hours in the night, so we are not able to study. But we do not keep in mind that our room is not ventilated properly, so we are in a shortage of the oxygen for the energy within us. So these are all, even though these are minor things, but we must keep in mind these things also. And our study table should be well systematically arranged. It should not be improperly managed table. And our room should also be well managed, in which we are doing our studies. So it will give you a good atmosphere and good ambience. And all the resources which you need for studies, like pen, pencil, calculator, laptop, anything, your charger, any books, any reference books, any suggested study material, etc. All these required study materials should be ready at your table. So during your study, you will not be required to run to take it from your another place. And sometimes we find it, sometimes we do not find it convenient to study in our room. Sometimes there are some noise disturbances in our nearby places. So if you find it difficult to study in your room, then you may go to the library. That is a good place for good concentration, and there you may have a good atmosphere also. So you may also go to library for doing your study. Then during our articleship, when we go to our office during the articleship period, every CA student thinks that during the office hours I had to do so much of the work in my office. So whenever any student reaches to the home, he says that I am so much tired today due to my office work in the articleship period. So today evening I am not able to study, and tomorrow morning I have to go to office. So I will be get up and going to my office. So you do not spare any of your time during your articleship for your studies. So many of the students waste their time of articleship, office time. After office time, they do not do any study even after coming from the office or even before going to the office. So this is their wrong perception that during their office hours they have tired, because they did not have to take any heavy load, because any load on the mind is acceptable, because during our whole life we are the chartered accountant. During our whole life we are to do the mental labor, so we will not be tired anytime. If during the office hours, it is our training, it is the training for our CA exam, as well as the articleship training is our training to be successful for our whole professional life or our whole job. During the after becoming the chartered accountant, when we will join any job, then also our articleship training will be useful. So never think that during your office, during your articleship, you are tired, so you could not study. Otherwise, we waste our lot of time in thinking this. So this is our wrong perception. Never think that you are tired from after coming from your articleship place. And always try to do some 1 or 2 hours, 3 hours study before reaching to your office. So every day you will be having more than 3, 4, 5 hours every day, even during your articleship period. So do not waste your articleship period time in your personal studies. Then whenever many of the students uses nowadays the coaching classes or the video classes, but we also do not have time to go to coaching class. We do not have time to go to video class. So without any preparation, even if we are to go to the coaching class or to the video class, without any advanced study, we reach to our video class or we reach to our coaching classes. So whenever any student reaches to his coaching class or is going to his video classes, it is most important and it is very useful that before going to such coaching classes, you should spare about 10 minutes. for study whatever is going to be discussed in your today's virtual class or today's coaching classes. Because if you have taken a bird eye view of and you are known about the synopsis of today's coaching class, then only you will be able to keep your concentration during your coaching class. Otherwise you will not be able to concentrate yourself during your class. So always be aware that spare 10 minutes before reaching to your coaching class or before reaching to your video classes. And even after coming from the coaching class, you should do revise whatever has been discussed in your today's coaching class for 10 minutes at your home. So if you have done revision, then you will be able to keep in memory, you will be able to learn, and you will be able to understand and memorize whatever has been discussed in today's class up to your CA exam day. So if you have done this twice revision, first of all, you have done revision before reaching to your class. You have done revision for 10 minutes after coming from your class. So you have done a bird eye view. You have taken a synopsis of today's discussion in your class. So now you have been completely able to memorize the topic discussed in your today's class. You will be certainly keeping in memory this thing up to your CA exam day. So always be aware that you do not forget to revise. Healthy food. This is also quite important, and to maintain a good health, good food and physical exercise is also most necessary for we CA students, for our CA students. So it is necessary that you walk every day for 10 or 15 minutes in the morning and in the evening after taking the dinner, because many of us avoid walking in the morning and walking in the evening. We think that we will be doing the yoga, we will be doing other physical exercises, but we do not have time. So always we think that we will be doing the yoga, we will be doing some physical exercise, but we do not have time. So we even skip our walking. So walking is not so laborious, not so there is no perfect training is required, even because for yoga we need some training. We need good trainer also for doing the yoga. If we have no good trainer, yoga may not be perfect for us and we may do some mistakes in yoga. So whenever you will find time, you will do yoga, but it is necessary that you do 10 or 15 minutes walk compulsorily in the morning and compulsorily in the evening after the dinner. And you may say that there is no such exercise, so what will be the gain to me? No. For any person who is doing the mental exercise, the walking is a very good exercise and more better than yoga and other physical exercise in my opinion, and very easy. And what are the advantages? To know the advantages, you will have to walk. Please walk for 5 or 10 days, 10 minutes in the morning or 10 or 15 minutes in the evening. You will yourself come to know the advantages of simple walking. So then, because in the morning you will be able to intake the pure oxygen, pure for your health, for your mental health, because our mental health is not visible to us, but for mental health and for good oxygen and for good purity of the blood, we need the walking and we need the pure oxygen. So this is also necessary thing. The study itself is not necessary and not only the important, but in addition to this, to keep our mental health strong, we need the walking. So please try for 5 to 10 days, even if you do not have any time, because every time in every exam we think that in this exam I am not having time. So in next final exam, so if you are here in the IPCC exam, then you think that in my final exam I will be having sufficient time, so then I will do walk. No, start the walking just from today itself and try it for 5 to 10 days. Even if your 50 minutes are going to be wasted in next 5 to 10 days, waste your 50 minutes only, but you will take the advantage, you will find the advantage, then you will keep it continue even the day before the exam, because it is very must and very necessary. And one another thing, you must do some deep breathing and systematic breathing. Even during your office day, even during your study, even during your exam preparation, and even on the day of the exam, we must do some deep breathing. Deep breathing increases our level of confidence, and systematic breathing improves our mental health. Our mind is strong, our mind is vibrant, and mind is active. So we must do some systematic breathing. So for doing systematic breathing, you may do intake the oxygen for 1 second, keep stay 2 seconds, then inhale for 1 second, stay for 2 seconds, and exhale for the 3 seconds. This or any of the appropriate way which gives you some confidence, by which your improvement confidence improves. You may adopt any systematic breathing technique or deep breathing technique. And even before entering the exam hall, you must do some deep breathing, because it will improve your confidence. So never forget deep breathing. It improves your confidence. It improves our mental health also. And another thing, you should take less food. But in addition to taking the food, you must also take some fruits or some Mosambi juice, because Mosambi juice is very light, very useful for the persons who are involved in the mental exercises. So we may take the Mosambi juice also every day. It gives us immediate energy, and it improves our mental strongness. And we should take the less food, because many times we think that I am not able to get up early in the morning, I have to sleep early in the night, so I am not able to study, because I am generally not able to take the less food. So this is the first and important thing, that you take the less food. Because मैं आपको हिंदी में थोड़ा एक अनुभव सुनाता हूँ। जैसे जैन धर्म के अंदर उपवास होता है, तो पर्युषण के पर्व में हम उपवास करते हैं। अगर आप उपवास जिन स्टूडेंट्स ने उपवास किया है, वो स्टूडेंट्स जिन स्टूडेंट्स से कभी भी उपवास अगर नहीं किया है, तो उन्हें एक दिन अवश्य उपवास, चाहे वो कल या परसों भी उपवास कर देखें। एक दिन आप उपवास करेंगे तो आपका अगले दिन सुबह 4 बजे ही नींद खुल जाएगी। तो इससे आपको ये मालूम हो जाएगा कि कम फूड खाने से हमारी नींद जल्दी खुल जाती है। So when you will be taking the less food, you will be able to get up early in the morning. But at the same time, you must also be aware that you will not take so much less food that it will be harmful to your mental health and mental strength. Because your mental health is also improved by taking the proper quantity of the food. So do not take much less food and do not take much higher food, because normal food is much necessary for us. Say for example, every day in the lunch time you are taking 4 chapati, you may take 3 chapati in the lunch session. Every day you are taking 4 chapati in the dinner, you may take the 3 chapati in the dinner. So this will be proper, but you should never reduce it to 1 chapati in the morning and 1 chapati in the evening. Otherwise it will, because the proper food gives you the mental strength also. So sufficient food is also required for us. And then we must also keep in mind that you will be taking the proper quantity of the water during the whole day. You should take about 2.5 to 3 liters of the water during your whole day. And it must also be kept in mind that you should not take the water before 45 minutes. So there should be an interval of 45 minutes between taking the water every time. And you should try to consume 3 liters water per day, and between there should be interval of 45 minutes. And since you are going to reduce your lunch and dinner volume, so you must also take breakfast in the morning, because it is necessary. And you may take some snacks in your afternoon. You may take some snacks also in the afternoon. Then how to study, then I am coming, but before studying we should have prepared some physical and mental and other background also. So I am talking on these topics first of all. So another thing, we avoid meditation. Always we find some medicine, that which type of medicine is available in the market to improve the memory. But you must know that the walking, meditation, these are also a good medicine for improving your memory. So every day you must spare the time of 5 to 10 minutes for meditation. You may recite Om. आप लोग ओम का उच्चारण कर सकते हैं, और यू मे रिसाइट एनी ऑफ द रिलीजियस मंत्रा, रिलीजियस any religious shlok every day in the morning before start of your study for 5 to 10 minutes. So this will, by keeping your eyes closed, so this will improve your concentration. This meditation, you may adopt any of the technique of meditation also. For 5 to 10 minutes you may recite Om, you may meditate on Om, so or any other religious shlok or mantra, which will improve your concentration and which will improve your memory. So many times in every exam preparation we think that this time I am not having time. Meditation is good, but this time I am not having time. So in my next exam preparation I will certainly spare the time. No, you should spare the time from tomorrow itself. From tomorrow itself you should spare the time of 5 to 10 minutes, which will be fruitful for your whole day. अगर आपने पूरे दिन भर में 12 घंटे पढ़ाई की है, वो 12 घंटे की पढ़ाई का आउटपुट अगर कल आपको 18 घंटे का मिलने वाला इस 10 मिनट के मेडिटेशन से, तो हमें कल से ही मेडिटेशन चालू करना ज्यादा फायदेमंद है। 5-10 दिनों के लिए आप मेडिटेशन करके देखें, 10 दिन के लिए आप अपना 10 मिनट का टाइम वेस्ट करके देखें। बट अगर इससे आपका ध्यान इंप्रूव होता है, मेमोरी इंप्रूव होती है, कंसंट्रेशन इंप्रूव होता है, बिकॉज आपने 12 घंटे पढ़ाई किया, यू हैव डन ए स्टडी फॉर होल 12 आवर्स ड्यूरिंग द डे, बट 12 आवर्स में आपका 6 आवर्स तक तो कंसंट्रेशन का वेस्ट हो गया, तो वो 6 आवर्स का कंसंट्रेशन इज मोर हार्मफुल टू यू rather than sparing the time 10 minutes time in the morning for meditation. So you should spare 10 minutes time every day. This is my advice. Another thing, you should keep a pen or pencil in your hand while you are on your study table. When you are doing any study, you are reading any text, then you must keep one pen or pencil in your hand, so that pen or pencil will remind you everything to keep your concentration on the text. Otherwise, if you are not having anything in your hand, your concentration goes to any country out of India. So your concentration even reaches to USA or to Australia or to Japan. And USA, Australia and Japan has nothing to do with your CA exam. But our mind is so fast that it reaches by way of anything. अगर हम कुछ भी सोच रहे हैं तो एकदम सोचते सोचते हमारा दिमाग कहाँ विदेश तक चला जाता है, जबकि हमें अगर हमारा कंसंट्रेशन रखना है तो हमारे हाथ में पेन या पेंसिल होगा, तो वह हमें हर बार रिमाइंड कराएगा कि मुझे अपना कंसंट्रेशन अपने टेक्स्ट मैटर से आगे नहीं जाना है. I will not think, because nothing is useful for me for my CA exam except my studies at my table. So हमें हमारी टेबल पर अपने पेन या पेंसिल हाथ में होना आवश्यक है. Then it is more and more necessary that if you are doing study, continuous study, if you are on your table for 2 hours, then I advise you that after every 2 hours you should take a break of 10 minutes, and you should do walking even in your room. You should not go out of your home, but you may do walking even in your room for 10 minutes. So because while sitting, the blood is not circulating very fast, so in the mind also the blood is not circulating. So the proper circulation of blood in the mind, it is compulsory to walk for 10 minutes after gap of every 2 hours. So do not think that this 10 minutes time is wastage, but this 10 minutes time is compulsory to improve and to maintain your mental health also, and it will improve your memory, and it will improve your the concentration power also. So every 10 minutes or even if you are not having a time of 10 minutes, you may walk for 7 minutes, but you should walk for 7 minutes after every 2 hours, because many times many of the CA students thinks that I will keep sitting on my study table for 10 hours non-stop. I will not stand up from my table. But for the 10 hours, your productive hours will not be more than 6 hours, will not be more than 5 hours. But if after every 2 hours you are taking the walk for 10 minutes or for 7 minutes, then again you will be recreated for your next 2 hours. So it's this recreation of 10 minutes is also advisable. Social media. Nowadays, social media is surrounding us every time, every hours. So first of all the CA students should take precaution that any of their mobile is not on their study table. Kindly keep far away your mobile from your study table. So every time to view your mobile, you will have to stand up from your table. So your mind will remind you that do not waste much time on getting up from your table every time. So keep your mobile away. If your mobile is lying on your table, every time you will be prompted to see WhatsApp, SMS, Facebook, emails, and any other Instagram and Twitter. So be away from all these social media during your exam, and never post any status during your exam preparation, because whenever you have posted a status, after every 1 hour you will see that how many persons have viewed my status. If you have posted any post on your Facebook, after every hour you will go to Facebook to view how many persons have liked my Facebook post. So these all are wastage of time. You will be having a sufficient of time after completion of your CA exam. So after completion of CA exam, you should keep your mobile 24 hours in your hand and Facebook 24 hours before you. So, but during exam preparation, kindly keep away your mobile. So every social media which is consuming your time and which is wasting your productive time, so kindly keep this social media away. Only for some study you need. So if you want any updates on social media on and academic updates, sometimes we get academic update from our coaching classes or from our professional groups. So for viewing these, you can view the WhatsApp. You should never post anything which is useless, because if you have posted anything useless, then you will always viewing it reaction of the people and it will waste your time. So you may view the professional updates from other professional forums on the WhatsApp. You should not avoid social media for your professional knowledge. And as well, the lot of study material is available on the internet, but try to view the internet every time, because you are having so many video lectures or so many study material, physical books with you. So kindly view this. If for every problem solving you are going to internet, then you deviate from your main topic. Many times we come across other useful topic which are not even useful for our study. So we divert our concentration to other topics which are not useful. So do not view internet for every problem solution. Then before starting your study, take a bird eye view before starting any chapter or before any topic, or take a bird eye view of the whole syllabus before you are starting your study. First of all, you are to take the bird eye view of your whole syllabus. Then when you are going to start any topic, any chapter, then first of all you should take a bird eye view of the whole chapter, then you should start. So by taking a bird eye view, you will come to know that on which paragraph, on which headings you are to give more concentration, which headings may seems more useful. Set the deadlines. Every times it is compulsory, because many times we are doing a study, but when our exam day reaches, we find that our 50% syllabus is incomplete, because we have not planned well in advance. And many times they say, for example, that now the September, half month of the September is going to pass. So we think that now the time is less, so I do not have any time available for planning. No, even if you are having a less time, so the planning becomes more important. So you should plan your study in such a way that your course is completed within 1 month. Then you will be having a 15 days time for 2 times revision also. So every time, even if you are having a very less time, you should set some deadlines for completion of the course, for revision, for first revision, for second revision, for mock test, and for revision of the suggested answers prescribed by the C Institute. So divide your time in the study and revision, and while doing the study, always adhere to your deadlines, because many times our deadlines miss. If your deadline is missing, kindly try to skip some less important topics. So if any of the topic is not much important, kindly skip that topic, but try not to miss your deadlines, so that you will be able to cover the most of your syllabus and you will be able to do the revision, because at least 2 times revision is compulsory to before the exam. Then solve the numerical questions. Many times we do the study, but if we are going to read the text material, then if our question paper is going to be numerical, so if we are doing a study of the numerical questions, so do not read the numerical questions, always try to solve these numerical questions. If you have solved these numerical questions, then whenever any such numerical question comes in your exam, your flow will be very fast in the exam, so it will save your time in reading and solving the problem in the exam hall. Otherwise many times when we read, जब हम कई बार किसी न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चन को अपने घर पर पढ़ाई करने के दौरान हम केवल रीड करते हैं, पढ़ते हैं, बस सॉल्व नहीं करते हैं, तो जब एग्जाम हॉल में क्वेश्चन आता है तो हम सोचते हैं कि ये क्वेश्चन मैंने घर पे पढ़ा तो था, पर अब सॉल्व कैसे होगा वो स्टेप याद नहीं आ रहा है. So to keep in memory those steps, it is necessary that you solve these practical and numerical questions at home. आप अपने होम पर चाहे आप उसको रफ पेपर भी सॉल्व कर रहे हैं, रफ आपको उसको पूरा सिस्टम से सॉल्व नहीं करना है, आप उसको रफ करें, पर स्टेप आपको तभी याद होगी when you will be solving this numerical question. So it is necessary. And in case of the theoretical study, अगर आपको कोई थ्योरी का स्टडी करना है, then first of all you will have to learn, you will have to read. उस विषय को, उस theoretical text format को आपको लर्न करना है, उसे रीड करना है, उसे आपको अंडरस्टैंड करना है, एंड आफ्टर लर्निंग, आफ्टर रीडिंग, आफ्टर अंडरस्टैंडिंग दैट टेक्स्ट मटेरियल, यू आर टू मेमोराइज दैट. आपको उसको मेमोराइज करना है. मेमोराइज को हम हमारी भाषा में रटना बोलते हैं, पर रटने से पहले आपको उसे पढ़ना और समझना. समझने के बाद अगर आप रटेंगे तो वो आपको एग्जाम तक याद रहेगा. केवल आपने समझ लिया, आपने उसे मेमोराइज नहीं किया, आपने उसे लर्न बाय हार्ट नहीं किया, तो फिर आपको एग्जाम डे में लिखने में, फ्लो में आपको एग्जाम में सोचना पड़ेगा, हाँ ये पॉइंट मैंने पढ़ा तो था, ये पॉइंट पढ़ा तो था, आप उसको समराइज करना पड़ेगा एग्जाम हॉल में. तो अगर आपने उसे थोड़ा सा रटा है, थोड़ा सा रिवाइज किया है, तो रिवाइज किया है, रटा है, तो वह आपको एग्जाम हॉल में लिखने में फ्लो मिलेगा, तो इट विल सेव योर टाइम इन द एग्जाम हॉल. सो आफ्टर लर्निंग, रीडिंग एंड अंडरस्टैंडिंग एनी टेक्स्ट मटेरियल, यू शुड मेमोराइज इट ऑल्सो. उसको मेमोराइज करने पर समय देना बहुत जरूरी है, समझने के अलावा. Mnemonics, you must prepare some mnemonics. So these mnemonics will be useful to you while walking, while waiting anywhere, while on the way to your exam hall, while in the local train, or while taking the food. You must keep some mnemonics in your hand also. So these mnemonics will be helpful to memorize any text material. Then if you find some difficulty in memorizing some text material, then you may speak sometimes you may speak loudly, so you will be able to learn this text material clearly. Then some students waste their time in preparing separate detailed notes from their books. So never prepare separate detailed notes. only do the underline on or only write down the notes in the side at the side column of the textbook of your book. Because if you are wasting your time in preparing detailed notes, but you will not be able to view so many of the material on the day of the exam. अगर आपने बहुत सारे नोट्स बना लिए, आपके पास टेक्स्ट मटेरियल है, आपके पास वीडियो लेक्चर है, कई सारी किताबें हैं, सजेस्टेड आंसर हैं, आरटीपी है, तो क्या आप एग्जाम के एक दिन पहले इतना सारा मटेरियल आप रिवाइज कर पाएंगे? नहीं। तो जब जब आप अपनी कोई पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, आपको हर बार यह निशाना ध्यान में रखना है कि मुझे एग्जाम के एक दिन पहले कौन सा मटेरियल पूरा रिवाइज करने में जल्दी रिवाइज कर पाऊंगा। उसके लिए आपको जो आपकी इंपॉर्टेंट स्टडी मटेरियल है, बुक है, उसी पर आपको अंडरलाइन करना है, उसके साइड के कॉलम्स में आपको इंपॉर्टेंट नोट्स लिखना है। सो ऑन द लास्ट डे यू विल बी एबल टू रिवाइज योर मटेरियल कंप्लीटली। आप अपनी पूरी बुक को रिवाइज कर पाएंगे। अन्य कहीं भी जगह अगर आपने कोई इंपॉर्टेंट मटेरियल पढ़ा है तो उसे भी आप अपनी बुक के अंदर उस कॉलम्स में कहीं पर लिख लें, ताकि आपको एग्जाम के आखिरी दिन बहुत सारी बुक्स रिवाइज नहीं करना पड़ेगी। अदरवाइज इट विल वेस्ट योर टाइम ऑन द लास्ट डे, क्योंकि लास्ट का जो डे होता है वो दैट इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट देन ए 2020 मैच फॉर अस। 2020 मैच से भी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होता है हमारे लिए, एक एक मिनट इंपॉर्टेंट होता है कि हमें वो पॉइंट्स पढ़ना भी जरूरी है, पूरा सिलेबस रिव्यू होना चाहिए, आखिरी दिन रिवीजन भी होना चाहिए। इसलिए आपके पास यू कैन डू वन थिंग दैट यू मे कीप सम नेमोनिक्स रेडी ऑन सम फ्लैश कार्ड। आप कोई छोटा सा 2, 4, 5 पेज जरूर से लिख सकते हैं, 5 पेज 10 पेज जरूर से कुछ लिख सकते हैं बस। वो आखिरी दिन यू विल रिवाइज दोज नेमोनिक्स और दोज इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स, जिनमें कि आपके पूरे सिलेबस, आपका एक सब्जेक्ट के सारा चैप्टर्स के इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स उसमें कवर हो जाए। पर वो पॉइंट्स आपको कब काम आएंगे? जब आपने अन्य पूरे चैप्टर्स को रिवाइज किया होगा, पूरे चैप्टर्स को अच्छी तरह से लर्न, रीड और अंडरस्टैंड किया होगा। बट आखिरी दिन एग्जाम के लिए हमें कुछ मटेरियल ऐसा रेडी रखना चाहिए कि बहुत सारे पेजेस पलटे बिना हमारे पास मटेरियल रेडी होगा। से मैं बीच में एक मेरा एग्जाम्पल लेता हूं। मुझे एक बार डीसा की एग्जाम देना थी, तो डीसा की एग्जाम में एक बुक होती है रॉन वेबर। रॉन वेबर की बुक बहुत बड़ी बुक है, किंतु डीसा एग्जाम में जो क्वेश्चन पेपर्स आते हैं वो सारे एमसीक्यू आते थे। तो एमसीक्यू उसके अंदर मान लिया अगर 30 चैप्टर्स थे तो हर चैप्टर में 8-10 पेज के एमसीक्यू थे। तो हमने स्टडी के समय में तो पूरी बुक से जो पढ़ना था पढ़ लिया। फिर मैंने कहा एग्जाम के एक दिन पहले तो मुझे सारे एमसीक्यू ही काम आने वाले हैं, तो मैंने उस पूरी बुक के जितने एमसीक्यू थे वो सारे बाजार में फोटोकॉपी करा लिए, ताकि मुझे एग्जाम के आखिरी दिन उस किताब के 1500 पेज पलटने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी। मैंने सारे एमसीक्यू अपने पास लास्ट डे रेडी रखे। वो एमसीक्यू मुश्किल से मेरे 100 पेजेस में कवर्ड हो गए। 100 पेजेस ही मुझे लास्ट डे रिव्यू करना पड़े। पूरी बुक मैंने सेपरेट रख दी। सो इट सेव्ड माय लॉट ऑफ टाइम ऑन द लास्ट डे जस्ट बिफोर द डे ऑफ एग्जाम। तो ऐसा कोई मटेरियल जो आपको बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट लगता है, आप चाहे तो उसका फोटोकॉपी करा सकते हैं। हालांकि ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स नो दैट फोटोकॉपी कराने के लिए भी सर हमारे पास 10-15 मिनट का समय नहीं होता है, इसमें इतना टाइम बिगड़ जाएगा। So, but looking at the importance of some things, you may keep ready some material for the last day on the day of the exam. Previous exam paper, जो previous exam paper है उन्हें हमें we should always and compulsorily review them to understand the pattern of exam papers, how the papers are being prepared by the exam paper setter persons. पेपर किस तरह के आ रहे हैं, क्या पैटर्न है, किस तरह से कौन से चैप्टर को कितना नंबर्स का अलोकेशन किया जा रहा है, इसे अंडरस्टैंड करने के लिए हमें पिछले 4-5 सालों की एग्जाम पेपर्स को अवश्य रिव्यू और अंडरस्टैंड करना आवश्यक है। एंड एज आई एम ऑलरेडी टेलिंग इन माय अर्लियर डेलिब्रेशन दैट ऑलवेज स्टूडेंट हैव ए शॉर्ट ऑफ टाइम। हर बार जितनी बार एग्जाम देंगे, चाहे आपने अपनी 10th क्लास, 8th क्लास, 9th क्लास, बीकॉम, चाहे जो एग्जाम दी हो, in every time you have a less of time, you are always shortage of time, and in every exam you think that I will prepare in the next class. अगर 9th क्लास में आपके पास समय कम है तो आपने कहा जो गलतियां 9th क्लास में हो गई वो मैं 10th में करूंगा, पर 10th क्लास की एग्जाम में भी आपके पास समय नहीं था। इसलिए जो चीज आपको इस एग्जाम में आवश्यक लगती है उसे आपको अभी ही कर लेना चाहिए, क्योंकि अगली एग्जाम के लिए नहीं, every time you will be facing shortage of time, you will never be have a surplus of time available with you. Then another important thing in the CA exam, it is must to pass the exam. because here we do not get the first division, second division, or we do not get the CGPA. So here one important thing is to get through the exam. So if you are having shortage of time, first of all you should not prepare for 100 out of 100. आपको 100 में से 100 नंबर लाने की तैयारी नहीं करना है। 100 में से 100 नंबर लाने की तैयारी के लिए स्टूडेंट अपना समय बहुत ज्यादा बिगाड़ देते हैं। अगर एक ही सब्जेक्ट के लिए वो कई सारे स्टडी मटेरियल, कई सारी बुक्स लेकर आ जाते हैं। जब आपके पास समय कम है तो एक ही सब्जेक्ट के लिए आपको अगर बाजार में या आपके फ्रेंड्स ने, आपके सर्कल में लोगों ने 10 तरह का स्टडी मटेरियल, 10 तरह की बुक्स सजेस्ट की है, यू शुड नॉट गो टू फॉर ऑल दीज बुक्स। आपको उनमें से कोई सिलेक्टेड स्टडी मटेरियल, सीए इंस्टीट्यूट का प्रेस्क्राइब स्टडी मटेरियल, या आप अगर आपको कोई वीडियो लेक्चर्स पर भरोसा है या अपनी कोचिंग क्लास में जो स्टडी मटेरियल आपको मिला है उस पर ज्यादा है, तो ओनली वो लिमिटेड मटेरियल ही आपके पास होना चाहिए। बहुत सारा मटेरियल से यू आर वेस्टिंग योरसेल्फ योर टाइम। यू आर टू प्रिपेयर फॉर, आपको 100 में से 80 या 60 नंबर लाने की तैयारी करना चाहिए। 100 में से 100 की तैयारी नहीं करें, so that you will be able to concentrate yourself only on some important topics only, and you will be selective there. Do not waste your time on the future planning. Future planning means during exam, जब भी हमारे एग्जाम की तैयारी होती है, हमें हर बार सबसे पहले ये याद आता है कि इस बार एग्जाम हो जाएगी, उसके बाद मुझे ये करना है, उसके बाद मुझे फॉरेन में घूमने जाना, उसके बाद मुझे इंडिया में यहाँ पर घूमने जाना है, उसके बाद मुझे अपनी जॉब के लिए ये करना, उसके बाद मुझे अपनी प्रैक्टिस के लिए ये करना, उसके बाद मैं पढ़ाई ऐसे करूंगा। आप एग्जाम के बाद क्या करना है, इस पर अभी आपको 1 मिनट का भी समय वेस्ट नहीं करना है, क्योंकि जो स्थितियां, जो परिस्थितियां आज है वो एग्जाम के बाद भी वहीं की वहीं रहने वाली, कुछ नहीं बदलने वाला। इसलिए आपको अपनी एग्जाम तक ही ध्यान रखना है। अभी आपको एग्जाम कंप्लीट होने के बाद ही सारी प्लानिंग सोचना है। बाद में भी सारी प्लानिंग आपको समय पर याद आती रहेगी, और एग्जाम कंप्लीट होने के बाद अगर कोई प्लानिंग याद नहीं आ रही, इसका मतलब उसे आपको याद रखना आवश्यक भी नहीं था। इसलिए आप फ्यूचर प्लानिंग पर अपना समय वेस्ट नहीं करें। फिर कई बार हम जब हमारी एग्जाम प्रिपरेशन करते हैं तो हम सारे सब्जेक्ट्स को पर्याप्त समय नहीं देते। सो इट इज नेसेसरी दैट यू विल बी गिविंग परफेक्ट एंड कंप्लीट टाइम टू ऑल योर सब्जेक्ट्स, and you should within 5 to 10 minutes I will try to complete other slides. You may study more than one subject in a day. कई बार हम पूरा दिन एक ही सब्जेक्ट पढ़ते हैं, तो एक ही सब्जेक्ट पूरा दिन पढ़ने की बजाय हमें एक से अधिक सब्जेक्ट भी हम एक दिन में पढ़ें, तो हमारा थोड़ा सा एक टॉपिक डाइवर्जन भी हो जाता है, and it improves our efficiency. Then another important thing, before sleeping every day, before going to sleep every day, you should revise for the 15 minutes whatever you have done the study during your whole day. Again at this point जब हम प्रतिदिन रिवीजन की बात आती है तो हम हर बार यही सोचते हैं कि हमारे पास पढ़ाई करने के लिए तो टाइम है, पर रिवीजन का टाइम नहीं है। तो हम प्रत्येक एग्जाम में प्रत्येक दिन अपना रिवीजन के लिए टाइम नहीं। जब आपने पूरा दिन कुछ पढ़ा है, अगर उससे आपको एग्जाम डे तक याद रखना है, तो 15 मिनट वेस्ट करना बहुत ही फायदेमंद होगा। उसे हम वेस्ट नहीं कहेंगे, उसे आप इन्वेस्ट कहेंगे। दैट इज योर इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑफ 15 मिनट्स। So whatever you have done study during the whole day, you should revise it only for 15 minutes before going to sleep, so your day will become complete. अगले दिन आप बड़ी फ्रेशनेस, स्फूर्ति के साथ उठेंगे कि कल जो आपने पढ़ा था उसका रिवीजन आपका हो चुका है। Then try to solve some mock test papers. Then another important thing, that during the last 15 days of the exam preparation, you should not go for any new study material, any new books. Many times we come across new study material, new books in the market or from our references. We find some books, but if you go for new books, then how you will find the time to revise what you have done studied during earlier months. जो आपने पिछले महीनों में पढ़ लिया उसको तो रिवाइज करने का आपको टाइम ही नहीं मिला, और नई बुक आपने पढ़ ली, नई बुक को भी रिवाइज नहीं कर पाए। इसलिए आपको नई बुक को पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है। सारी बुक में लगभग एक जैसा कंटेंट है, तो आपको अपनी जो मेन बुक्स है, जो आपको सुटेबल लग रही है, उसी पर कंसंट्रेट करना है। बार बार आपको स्टडी मटेरियल, स्टडी की बुक्स चेंज नहीं करना चाहिए। अदरवाइज लास्ट 15 डेज में यू विल हैव टू बी कॉन्फिडेंट ओवर योरसेल्फ। आखिरी दिन अगर आपने को किसी ने कोई नई बुक सजेस्ट भी कर दी तो बुक खरीद के रख लीजिए, उसे पढ़ना नहीं है। मेरे ड्यूरिंग माई सीए एग्जाम आई हैव डन सो। कई बार हमारे दोस्त बोलते थे यार ये किताब तो बहुत अच्छी है तो मैं खरीद के रख लेता, पर उसे खोलता नहीं था। बिकॉज मेनी टाइम्स बस हमें होना चाहिए, बिकॉज इट इम्प्रूव्स आवर कॉन्फिडेंस। तो जो सीए इंस्टीट्यूट का स्टडी मटेरियल है वही सबसे बड़ा बेस है, और मोस्टली आपको कोचिंग क्लास या वीडियो लेक्चर्स में भी वही स्टडी मटेरियल बेस है, वो सारी चीजों का कंसंट्रेट ही आप लोगों को पढ़ाया जाता है। देन इन द एग्जाम, कई बार हम जब एग्जाम होती है, बड़ी एक इंपॉर्टेंट बात है, जब एग्जाम का समय आता है तो हर बार हम सोचते हैं कि हमारी एग्जाम की डेट आगे बढ़ जाए तो अच्छा है। जैसा इस वर्ष कोविड-19 के दौरान हुआ, कोविड-19 के कारण जो मई 2020 की एग्जाम थी वो नवंबर 20 हो गई, पहले जुलाई में होने वाली थी, अगस्त में होने वाली थी, फिर बढ़कर के नवंबर 20 हो गई। तो हम बड़े खुश होते हैं जो सीए स्टूडेंट्स है सब, चलो अच्छा हमें 6 महीने का टाइम और मिल गया, बट ये तो चलिए पूरे इंडिया के लिए एग्जाम बढ़ गया, देन नो प्रॉब्लम। बट एक बार जब 1990 में एग्जाम हुई सीए की, मैं सीए इंटर की एग्जाम देने गया, उस समय पूरे इंडिया में कई सारे स्थानों पर, कई सारे शहरों में कर्फ्यू लगा हुआ था 1990 में। तो जब हम एग्जाम हॉल के बाहर गए, वहां एक बोर्ड लगा हुआ था, दिस इज रियल थिंग आई एम टेलिंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू, कि वहां एक बोर्ड लगा था कि इंडिया के कई शहरों में कर्फ्यू है, तो कई सारे स्टूडेंट्स एग्जाम हॉल तक नहीं पहुंच पाए होंगे। तो जो स्टूडेंट्स अगर नहीं हो पाए उनके लिए हम दिसंबर में एक एग्जाम और ऑर्गेनाइज करने वाले हैं। तो नवंबर की ये जो एग्जाम है, इस एग्जाम को जो स्टूडेंट्स अपियर होना चाहे वो इस एग्जाम में अपियर हो सकते हैं, और जो स्टूडेंट्स दिसंबर की अनदर सप्लीमेंट्री एग्जाम में अपियर होना चाहे, दो में ऑप्ट फॉर दैट। तो कई सारे स्टूडेंट जब एग्जाम हॉल के बाहर गए, मेरे दोस्त लोग थे, उन्होंने मुझसे कहा राजेश ये एग्जाम छोड़ के चलते हैं, अगली दिसंबर की एग्जाम में बैठेंगे तो अपने को 2 महीने का समय और मिल जाएगा प्रिपरेशन के लिए। देन आई टोल्ड नो, आई विल नॉट गो टू होम, आई विल अपियर इन दिस एग्जाम। मैं इसी एग्जाम में अपियर होऊंगा क्योंकि मैंने ऑलरेडी अपनी स्टडी पर्याप्त की है। नाउ आई डू नॉट नीड द टाइम ऑफ 2 मंथ्स। मैं उसी एग्जाम में अपियर हुआ, लकीली आई पास्ड इन दैट एग्जाम, मैं उस एग्जाम में पास भी हुआ। किंतु जो दिसंबर में एग्जाम हुई थी, मेरे कई दोस्तों ने वो दिसंबर की एग्जाम दी। एग्जाम देने के बाद मेरे दोस्तों ने कहा इस एग्जाम में पेपर इतने टफ आए थे कि हमें 2 महीने का एक्स्ट्रा टाइम भी कम पड़ गया। सो राजेश यू हैव डन गुड दैट तुमने वो एग्जाम दी। उस एग्जाम में जो पेपर आए थे नवंबर की एग्जाम के वो सरल थे, दिसंबर के पेपर बहुत कठिन थे। हमने पढ़ाई की, किंतु 2 महीने बाद में कई बार लोग पढ़ाई नहीं करते हैं, बिकॉज यू विल हैव टू टेक मोर लीव फ्रॉम योर एम्प्लॉयर, ऑल्सो फ्रॉम योर आर्टिकल शीट प्लेस। आपको 2 महीने की एग्जाम लीव एक्स्ट्रा लेना पड़ेगी, 2 महीने की एक्स्ट्रा पढ़ाई करना पड़ेगी। बार बार क्या पढ़ेंगे, कितना पढ़ेंगे हम? तो आप कभी भी ये एक्सपेक्ट मत कीजिए कि मेरी एग्जाम की डेट आगे बढ़ जाए, या मेनी टाइम्स जैसे ही एग्जाम का टाइम पास आता है, नवंबर आने वाला होता है और हम घुटने टेक देते हैं, हम हार जाते हैं, हम बोलते हैं नवंबर की एग्जाम को तो जाने दो, ये एग्जाम तो पूरा समय कोविड-19 में चला गया, जबकि आपको कोविड-19 से कोई लेना देना नहीं था, क्योंकि आप तो घर में बैठे पढ़ाई कर रहे थे। कोविड-19 तो बाहर था, जिसके अंदर पूरा देश ऑलरेडी सेवा में लगा हुआ है। फिर भी आपने ये सोचा साहब नहीं, अब तो मैं मई 21 की एग्जाम दूंगा। कभी भी ऐसा नहीं सोचे, नवंबर की एग्जाम में आपको 100% अपियर होना है, चाहे आपकी प्रिपरेशन अधूरी है या कितनी भी कंप्लीट है। यू मस्ट गो, बिकॉज इन मई 21 एग्जाम यू विल बी हैविंग अनदर सर्कमस्टेंसेस। उस समय और कुछ होगा, उस समय आप कहेंगे गर्मी बहुत ज्यादा, इस साल गर्मी और ज्यादा हो गई, अब तो पढ़ाई नहीं हो रही है। तो एवरी टाइम यू विल बी हैविंग मेनी अदर इश्यूज, सो नेवर थिंक ऑफ नेक्स्ट अटेम्प्ट, always appear in this attempt, never think of next attempt. एक बार मैं रियल किस्सा सुनाता हूँ। एक सीए स्टूडेंट जो इंडिया में सीए फाइनल में मेरिट में फर्स्ट आए, सीए स्टूडेंट ने सीए फाइनल का पहला पेपर दिया। पहला पेपर देने के बाद अपने घर पे बोल दिया, नाउ आई विल नॉट अपियर इन दिस एग्जाम, टुडे इज माय लास्ट पेपर एंड नाउ आई विल अपियर इन द नेक्स्ट एग्जाम। देन उनके मदर फादर ने कहा नहीं आपको तो ये एग्जाम में अपियर होना। उनके मदर फादर ने उसको बहुत मनाया, बहुत समझाया कि नहीं आज का एक पेपर होने से कैसे तुमने डिसाइड कर लिया कि मुझे अगली पूरी एग्जाम में अपियर नहीं होना है। देन उस स्टूडेंट ने वो पूरी सीए फाइनल के दोनों ग्रुप्स दिए। जब रिजल्ट आया, वह स्टूडेंट इंडिया में मेरिट में फर्स्ट आया। यह रियल बात है। तो हम ऑलवेज अपने आप को अंडर एस्टिमेट करते हैं, अंडर असेस करते हैं। हमें अपना खुद का असेसमेंट नहीं करना है। आपको तो अपना बेस्ट पॉसिबल एग्जाम में करना है। बाकी जो असेसमेंट करना है वो सीए इंस्टीट्यूट के एग्जाम पेपर जो चेक कर रहे हैं वो लोग करेंगे। हमें अपने आप को अंडर असेस नहीं करना है। अदरवाइज आप मोस्टली पहला एग्जाम पेपर देने के बाद या तो हमें कॉन्फिडेंस आता है या हमारा कॉन्फिडेंस लूज हो जाता है। पहला पेपर खराब हुआ, उससे हम सारे पेपर का, आने वाले पेपर का भविष्य हम ही डिसाइड कर देते हैं, जबकि हमें कुछ पता ही नहीं कि अगले पेपर्स में और कौन सा आने वाला हो सकता है। आज का पेपर टफ आया है, कल का पेपर सरल आएगा, कल का पेपर हमारा पूरा पढ़ा हुआ टॉपिक्स आने वाले हैं। सो नेवर डिसाइड ऑन द बेस ऑफ द फर्स्ट पेपर, always appear in every paper in and always appear in the both groups. So never decide, never assess yourself. Then exam day before
We
take the
have
adequate
Priyanka Palrecha as well for our second session.
yes.
Sir, please.
So now this is 2 minutes only. 2 minutes only. So just before the day of the exam, just before the day of the exam, kindly spare time to sleep, take adequate sleep. एग्जाम के एक दिन पहले कई बार स्टूडेंट्स 2 घंटा ही सोते हैं, नींद आती नहीं। अगर नींद नहीं भी आ रही, इवन दो you are to take the sleep of 5 to 6 hours just before the day of the exam to maintain the memory retention power. अगर आप रात को केवल 2 घंटा सोएंगे तो आपकी मेमोरी रिटेंशन पावर कम हो जाएगी। आपको एग्जाम के अगले दिन कई सारी चीजें आपने बाहर पढ़ी है पर याद नहीं रहती है। इसलिए आपको एग्जाम के जस्ट एक दिन पहले नींद नहीं भी आ रही तो भी 5-6 घंटा स्लीप जरूरी है। Otherwise it will not you will not be able to maintain your memory retention power. So and before reaching to your exam you must keep ready a checklist. आपके पास एक चेकलिस्ट होना चाहिए कि आपको पेन, कैलकुलेटर, आपका एडमिट कार्ड, ब्लैक पेन वगैरह, वॉच, ये सब चीजें आपको अपने पास एक चेकलिस्ट रेडी रखना चाहिए। अदरवाइज मेनी टाइम्स ये देखा है, एक बार सीएफई की एग्जाम में मैं बाहर खड़ा हुआ था, मेरे बेटे को छोड़ने गया था, तो बाहर देखा कि एक स्टूडेंट अपना एडमिट कार्ड ऑटो रिक्शा भूल गया और ऑटो रिक्शा वाले ने 1 किलोमीटर दूर से उतारा था। 1 किलोमीटर से ऑटो रिक्शा वाला ढूंढने आया, जब वहां हजारों स्टूडेंट्स थे, उसमें बहुत मुश्किल से उस स्टूडेंट को ढूंढा और उसका एडमिट कार्ड उसे दिया। तो लास्ट डे हमें सारी चीज हमारे पास रेडी रखना चाहिए। एग्जाम सेंटर पे हमें टाइम से पहुंचना चाहिए। एंड आफ्टर ऑल हमें जो कुछ भी हमने पढ़ा है पूरे कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ हमारी एग्जाम में अपीयर होना चाहिए। जो आपने पढ़ा है ये मान के चलें उसी में से ही आने वाला, उससे बाहर कुछ भी नहीं आने वाला। एंड यू विल सर्टेनली गेट थ्रू योर एग्जाम। आप निश्चित रूप से अपनी एग्जाम में पास होंगे। मेरी आप सभी सीए स्टूडेंट से ये शुभकामनाएं, आप जल्दी से चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स बने। ऑल द बेस्ट टू ऑल। Thanks a lot to all.
Thank you so much, sir, for power-packed wonderful session for all the students. We are very thankful to you, sir, for the wonderful session. And now I would like to request Priyanka Palrecha for our second session, fear of competition and fear of failure. So would like to request Priyanka to start her webcam as well, if possible, and we can start the session.
Yeah, sure.
We can able to see the screen as well. You can just make it F5 full screen and you can start the session as well.
Okay. So first of all, I would like to thank JCAF and Connect Easy for inviting me on this platform. I'm really honored to be part of this, and I would like to thank you. I would like to thank Virag sir especially to give me this opportunity and allow me to be here. So without wasting any time, I will quickly start this thing. And before that, I want to thank Rajesh sir for giving such a good insights. Like I was actually taken back into my journey of giving exams. So it was a great session. Thank you, sir. So now, like sir had also given a lot of inputs on our physical health, mental health, a lot of things he had covered. So I am going to start with something which is very untouched area for ourselves. So it is like we are kind of person, we focus more on the technical aspects, things which is more related, where you can generate wealth. We always connect wealth with technical aspects, but what is not being taken care of is our own, mindset. So today in the entire session, I would give you a different part of yourselves, like a journey within ourselves, how we can unleash our own powers without getting impacted by any circumstances, competition, growth, anything. But we can actually generate our power and, achieve whatever we want in our life. So I will start with the self-awareness, a little bit awareness about ourselves. So, how many of you all know that, what are the things which are under your control and what are the things which is not under your control? Like my session will be a little bit interactive. So those who want to drop a message, keep dropping messages on chat box, because it is kind of, two-way interaction process, and there will be a lot of activities also wherein you will have to, really use your pen and paper and do brainstormings, because this is a like a workshop where we will be, interacting with each other. So now coming back, what things I can focus on and what things I cannot focus on. So now if you say that, things which are not under my control. So like, for example, CA students would say that, CA exams are really tough. The paper checker, it depends on the paper checker's mood, or, the exam checking is also very difficult. Or the professional would say, my boss, I am a very good employee, but, my boss is a kind of sunky person. He loses temper, without for unnecessary things. Or you would be saying like, my, I do not have enough opportunities, that is why I'm not able to grow. Or you may, a lot of reasons we have in our life. But what we don't think that, what we don't think is that this is all external circumstances. We cannot change these circumstances. What we can do is we can accept them the way they are, but we can do certain, working, certain repairments, certain innovations in our own world, which is our thoughts, our words, our actions, our ideas, and our behavior. So this is a broad overview. Now let us understand deeper what it is all about. So the next is fear. Now fear is something, it is like part of us. I mean, we cannot live in this life without having fear. Like the day you were born, वहां से तुमको दो fear fix हो गए थे. So that is fear of falling. Fear of falling was one of them. So fear is something which is going to be there within us because it is an emotion जो हमेशा रहने वाला है. So if you remember when you were giving your exams, any situation in your life which is new to you, which you have never experienced before, that will generate fear within you, because it is a vital response by brain to safeguard you from physical and emotional danger. So fear is going to be there within you any point of, but you have to understand that whether my fear is my driving force or a drowning force. Like you can always, there are people, they said, when there is a situation when I have to perform, I get stressed out, I get blank out, I'm not able to perform despite knowing everything about the subject or everything about my work. I'm not able to perform the, the amount of quality I should give, yeah, the quality of performance I should give, I'm not able to give, because I'm somewhere afraid of a lot of things. Why does it happen? Why is it so that we are undergoing to all these things? And most important is, yes, these emotions are valid and it is going to be with you, but how to overcome that, how to actually face those fears. If your life would be very different if you can embrace your fear and actually take actions to do whatever you want to do in your life. Now what do you think, the great big entrepreneurs, the people who have achieved a lot of things in a life, they do not have fear? Definitely they do have, but they know how to channelize that energy into the productive and empowering manner, correct? So now I will give you one nice example of fear regarding this. So I always had a dream of, doing adventurous activities. So in January 2017, I got this opportunity to visit New Zealand on my vacation. And I was very excited to do all the adventures like skydiving, bungee jumping, canoeing, a lot of things, where You have like you have to overcome your fear. So I am just sharing you a snapshot of my bungee jumping experience and how you can connect this with your own life, like how we can play around with our fear in a positive way. Okay, so when I had a dream of bungee jumping in doing bungee jumping. So I just registered for the bungee jumping, and the day, I mean, I was very excited till then. I was never scared. I was, like very much excited and, oh, I want to do it and all that stuff. But the moment, the day it was, the day when I had to actually go and, step into that place from where, I have to jump down and do all, do that actual activity, the reality basically. So I got little bit scared. Ki, Arey, I mean, I'm genuinely, I really want to do this. And I said, no, karna to hai. This is something I always wanted to do. So I really want to do this. So that particular day when I was, going for my bungee jumping, so you can see the track. So you have to walk down this track. So, I was making my mind that, nahi, this is not something for me. Let it, I mean, theek hai, mujhe hamesha ye karna tha, but let us go behind and, it's okay. I mean, I don't want to have this experience. So this kind of thought came in me. But on the other hand, again, I was like, nahi, karna to hai. This is something I've always dreamt of. I always wanted to do, and no matter what, I want to do it. So this, left two wolves inside me were fighting. Karna hai, nahi karna hai, karna hai, nahi karna hai. Yes, emotions were very high. I was extremely scared. I did not know what to do, but somewhere I made my mind कि नहीं करना ही है. Then I reached this edge of the place where I had to jump 43 meters, and I was like, when I was on that point, I was like, I cannot do it. It is not my cup of tea. Why am I sharing you this story? Because look into your life, your areas like your profession, your personal relationships, or anything which is important to you. You always have this dilemma, like whether I want to do it, whether I want to change my job, whether I'm good enough, whether I actually want to do this job, or whether I want to start my own career, my own business. Like you always are into that dilemma, but somewhere you're not able to step out of your comfort zone. So what is the driving force which will allow you to step out of your comfort zone? And trust me guys, like this is something, it's a very very profound experience. Like when you are actually out of your comfort zone, the sense of fulfillment, the sense of accomplishment which you will get, that money will never be able to give. Money is the most important part of life, but overcoming your fears, overcoming your challenges day in and day out will give you something which will be an experience for your lifetime. So this is not about only bungee jumping. This is about our life. What is important to us? What I want to, start. I mean, what do I want to be recognized as in my life? Now, after reaching this point, again, I was in dilemma. बहुत बार we register also, we do certain things कि चलो थोड़ा start कर देते हैं, but जब भी फाइनल स्टेप आता है कि नहीं हमको ये करना ही है, अगेन वी आर स्टक एट दैट पॉइंट कि नहीं नहीं होगा, इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल, व्हेन यू हैव टू री सब कुछ छोड़ के कुछ नया स्टार्ट करना है, नहीं होगा, it is very uncomfortable to be out of your comfort zone. It's like you have to be extremely vulnerable to be out of it. So the next point, so, and by the way, this smile is also fake because I was told ki, you have to smile because you've been captured by the picture. So this is there. Still, then yeah. So the next part, when I actually jumped, I was literally damn shit scared. I was like, this is something I should have not taken up. Like if you are a CA student, you would say, yaar, maine CA kyun le liya? This is not something my cup of tea. This is very difficult. This is not manageable. A lot of ups and downs keep taking place in our lives. But the victory is the one who keep moving. Consistency is the key. We have to keep moving, otherwise we will not attain what we want to in our lives. So this is like I was damn shit scared, and you can see that blue thing which is tied, it was little slightly loose and it was moving. So at that point of time, I again got all the more scared that today I'm gone, the water is very deep, I don't know whether I'll be able to survive or not. So again, I will relate this as, you know, little bit obstacles which you have in your life, the real life circumstances. For example, you know, you have started your suppose CA firm, and you are like, I'm not able to, you know, because of this corona, I'm not able to do marketing, or I'm not able to, you know, get employees. The work pattern is, you know, a lot of things. So real life circumstances are going to be there in our life, and we cannot change that. But what we can change is our own mindset. There we have to work on. Rest, everything will fall in place here or there. Technical knowledge CAs definitely do have, and that's the most important thing. But without mindset, if you do not have the right mindset, technical knowledge will have no place. Whether you have a smallest job or a biggest job, or you are, you know, or you are just working in a small organization, or you are at the top of the post, everywhere you have to have a right mindset. So these are the little obstacles in our life which comes day in and day out, and if we are ready to face it without getting affected by it, then we will not be able to stop in our journey. This is the end. You know, can you see, you know, after when you are having something profound in your life which you want to do, and when you actually get it, this is something which will, you know, this will be the sense of fulfillment. So it is like, if you are, you know, having a job, you are just doing it for the sake of doing it, and then one fine day you are like, this, I was not, you know, something, I could have done something else in respect of this. Then that guilt which would be there, or that sense of unfulfillment which would be there, will not give you what you had to do during your journey. So whenever okay, so now to summarize this, it is always the first step which you have to take will be really vulnerable. It would be like most uncomfortable. Then the second step would be, when you are in the journey, again it would be not a cakewalk. You have to have a lot of ups and downs, lot of things you will have to work on yourself, lot of things you have to acquire new skills, lot of things you would have to consistently work on to be in the game. So that is how the fear is there, like it is going to be there each and every day. And if you don't have the fear, that means you are living a very lame life. It is a very monotonous life. There is no growth, because we are not giving a neuroplasticity to our brains. What does neuroplasticity means? Neuroplasticity, it is our, you know, it is our ability of our brain to adapt to changes, and to adapt to changes and acquire new skills that will help us to grow more and more. So if you are not using our brain skills optimally, we are just surviving. We are not, you know, growing, learning, and doing things which are important for us. So in all this process, like even for CA students, if I say, you know, there is a lot of fear. When I was giving my exams, even I had a lot of fear. Yeah, feel when I, you know, I have started a new venture for myself, where like I just left my job and started a new venture. I was very much scared that, you know, how it will go, how will I generate my finances, because when you are starting something new, it is not easy for you to actually get what you want. But yes, what element will make you take actions on daily basis is your faith. Faith on yourself, faith in the higher self of yours. So if you have that element which is greater than your fear, then definitely success is something will automatically flow into your life. If you do not have that, then you will get stopped somewhere in the between, and you will be like, this is not something I want to do for myself. So for doing what you love, first of all, we need to discover what are we good at, how we should go for it, what is the pathway for that. A lot of explorations we have to do on a daily basis to keep ourselves moving. If you're not doing that, that means we are doing a mundane life, which is having no, we ourselves are feeling, I mean, we feel that, you know, after 1 year or 2 year of becoming CA, we are doing the same job, same kind of work. We feel, what am I doing? You know, okay, the money matter is there, like, you know, I'm feeling I'm successful because I'm getting good amount of salary, but salary will not attract you as much as that inner, you know, that inner discomfortness, the inner challenges which you will, you know, come across, and then you actually prove yourself that no. And the competition is not with somebody else, it is with yourself, that whether I'm able to use my skill sets to the optimum level or not. So that is going to be there when you are actually taking actions on a daily basis. Now let us move a little forward about failure. So a lot of time when we have to take actions, we are scared. Why we are scared? Because we are scared of failure. What will people think? What if I'm not able to get enough returns in the project I have taken? What if people will say that person doesn't know much, no, he doesn't have much knowledge. What if I will not be able to make it through? What if? Lot of confusions in our head, thoughts are there, of which tells us that no, I'm not capable of doing certain thing. So there where we connect ourselves to failure. As such, failure is an outcome of the event. So suppose if you are taking an activity, like suppose I have taken my I have started my new venture, and it is just like 1 month back I have started that. So if I think that I'm not able to, I don't know how to get the people, how will I do marketing, where will I approach people, a lot of things are there, a lot of questions are there, a lot of uncertainties is there. But if I am not able to say, accept this failure term, then I will not grow. I should be ready to accept it. Okay, I have to give my 100 and 100 But if I'm not able to take actions, not able to do best, then I should feel okay, there is some gap which I need to do. But if I'm ready to take actions all the time, and then if I'm coming across failure, it's just a part of our journey. We cannot do anything about it. Failure is the outcome of event. It is not that I have failed, it is a part of action which I taken in my life that has failed. So that's completely okay. So we should be I know it is not that easy to accept it, and to it is very easy to say, but gradually if we develop that mindset, it would be very very easy for us to take big actions, to do things which are challenging for us. And it will help us grow in various aspects of our life. Now let us take an exercise. So a lot of learning, I mean, a lot of listening has happened. Now I want you all to, just close your eyes for a minute, for 10 seconds, and just be with yourself. So quickly do the exercise. Okay, so kindly open the eyes. So what did you see when you had closed your eyes? There were a lot of thoughts which were, jumbling into your head. Our judgments, our prejudices, our own perceptions. A lot of things were jumbling, and there are like in a minute there are more than 2,000 thoughts which comes in our brain. So this is an ongoing process which is happening within our mind. So this is like we are actually dealing with so many things. The heaviest burden that we carry are the thoughts in our head, right? So how to take care about it? So suppose you are on an assignment which is very important to you, and you are not able to, you are stuck in some of the incident which happened during the day in the office. For example, you had a fight with your boss, or your boss shouted at you, and you are just stuck in that thing, and you're not able to focus on your work. Why? Because you're not taking out yourself from that incident, and you are just on the blame game, or why he did that, why she did that, all those things. So what can we do to actually be free from all this jumbling and all these thoughts? What is it which what we can do about it? So the like first understand that how we can okay, how we can shift our thoughts. These thoughts can be changed. You can actually change your thoughts. Now, for example, you have judgment about everybody on this planet. For example, if I say tree, you all will have a different opinion. Ki, okay, tree is green, tree is, it gives us fruit, etc., etc. Similarly, you have judgment on opinions about people. So you will say, my boss, he is very good, or some will say he is extremely intelligent, some will say he is just a jerk. So everybody has different opinions about persons, events, and situation. So what is the choices we should make in that? So our thoughts are the primary drivers of our life. The way we think, the way in the same manner we will act and behave. thoughts shall be of premium quality, no compromise. You want to have premium quality of product you want to give to the customers. You want to have premium quality of food, premium quality of clothes. What about your mental thoughts? These are the ones which drives you. They are the one which actually, give you results or give you reasons. So you have a choice whether to use them with a premium quality, or just be okay, like okay, this is fine. You do not want to take care of that thing. What is your choice that you have to take care of? They should be pure, powerful, and positive. You need to constantly take care of your thoughts. They should not be on an autopilot mode. It should not be that you're just getting up, you're just going through your day and things are happening, and you have your old preconceived beliefs and everything. Then how will you get new results? You have the same old mindset which you had yesterday, and you are just doing same things which you were doing yesterday. Then how can you get new results? That's not possible. So then what shall we do about it? So whatever information you are so this is little of understanding our own selves. This is very important to actually take actions in our life, shift our thoughts, and do something which is meaningful, which is useful to us, because we are so used to operating on autopilot mode that we do not work on rewiring of our behaviors and patterns. So whatever information you are receiving, that information gets converted into thoughts. And when you accept that thoughts ki haan, ye to sahi hai, that enters into your subconscious mind and that becomes your habit. And you behave accordingly for the rest of your life until and unless you do not change that. For example, you say that, I have a very good knowledge about accounts, and you have that thoughts in you. So that is your positive thought. And it will, help you in your journey. Yes, accounts is a subject which I love, and I can do best in that. So that is something I have given to myself, a positive thought that will drive me and take actions accordingly. Or versus if I say I'm not good in accounts, so this chartered accountancy is not for me, this CA field is not for me. And if that thought is there in my mind, everywhere wherever I'll go, I'll take actions with that perceived thoughts. So the result will be that people will not be satisfied. You will not be able to perform the way you should have performed. Everything, the result will be seen based on our own thoughts running in our mind. So it's our subconscious mind which drives you to take actions. So if you're not taking care of, if you're not purifying that, if you're not ongoingly healing that, then you are not going to cause any result which is new. So that you have to rewire your habits. So how to do that? It takes 21 days to form new habits. You would have heard this. So if you want to leave the old habits, if you want to imbibe into new habits, consistently you have to take actions for 21 days to actually form new habits. So suppose if you want to change your thought ki I'm not good in accounts, I'm not good in this particular job of mine, how do I rewrite it? So you can actually tell your subconscious mind. So it's a affirmation you can use to yourself. This is very simple, but we think, oh, this is it will not work for me. We think that this is not my type, or this is so unnatural. We being chartered accountants, we are so used to complex things that we do not we are not ready to get the easy things in our life. We always want things which are complex, jumbled up, and very what you say, deep. We always think for that. But if we it is so simple that you just have to have the affirmation, and you have to form new habits. You have to just rewire your thoughts, and you will actually end up forming those habits. But yes, it's not easy, because your subconscious mind will auto time and over again will give you the same past experiences, the same emotions which you had experienced in the past. So for you to be consistent in action to actually do that. So this is about creating a habit. Now I want you all to write down what are your top 3 goals, maybe related to your career, your personal goals, or if you're a student, related to your CA course, whatever is important to you in your life. Just write down your top 3 goals. Write down what are your challenges to accomplish them. So it should not be the external challenges. It should be like challenges within you. So for example, I have a goal to, uh, suppose I want a goal to travel to, suppose, Australia. So this is one of my goal. I want to, hit a sales of say 10 lakh of rupee, 10 lakhs during the month. So this is my goal. So any goal which you have, just write it down, top three goals. What are challenges? So what do you think? Why I am not able, why will I not be able to attain that goal of mine? So it could be like, I will not be able to attain sales because of Corona, or you will say, because of these or that reasons. So just write it down. What are your challenges to accomplish them? Or this is like external, and also write internal, that I do not have enough skill set, or I do not have enough knowledge, whatever is it, just write it down. Which new actions can you take to shift from reasons to results? So given a choice, here is a time to, imbibe thought pattern or new action. What will you take up so that you can actually do whatever you want to do within a month for working for your goal? So what will it that be? So just note it down that this is the action I can take for myself. And then finally write it down, what support system I will create to ensure that the actions are implemented, because most of the time we are not able to take actions on our own. So if suppose you are working in an organization, how will you enroll the people around you to actually do things which you want to do? Or suppose if you are doing a job, so how will you align yourself to actually take actions for whatever you want to do? I invite you all to genuinely participate, because this exercise is very, very important exercise. And if you actually involve yourself completely into this, it will be a game changer for you. You can actually discover what are your blind spots and what you need to work on to achieve your goals. And if anybody can share on the chat box like what are their goals, it would be great. So it would be kind of interaction which would be of good. Are everyone done with this exercise? Okay, so quickly we will move ahead. I hope everybody has done this exercise, because if you're just listening, I know it will just it whenever you're out of this session, you'll be like the same person who had joined 1 hour back or 2 hours back. So if you really want to get result in this 1 hour, you actually have to participate fully. It is very easy to judge, or just listen, and just listen from here and let go out from there. It's very easy. But if you really want to get in depth of this thing, we have to work religiously on ourselves. Then only we'll be able to cause results. So that is the most important thing for growth. And what stop us from taking action is our own subconscious mind, which is having a wrong or disempowering belief systems. It will say नहीं ये तो सब ठीक है, ये तो हमको पता ही है, इसमें क्या नया है? नया किधर भी कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. It's everything you have, all information you have. What is missing is your application. You do not apply. हम लोग हमेशा नए 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 के चक्कर में जाते हैं कि I want to come across something new, but we do not implement. That is the gap. People with like simple skill sets, they achieves millions and millions of rupees, and we with a lot of skill sets, we are like kuch ho hi nahi raha. Why does it happen? Because the application is poor. If we are not able to apply it properly, then your knowledge is a waste. कितना भी ज्ञान हो जाएगा, but if you're not applying it, it's a complete waste. So whatever information you have, we should apply it. Okay. Now moving next. Okay, this is very, very, very important. Like whatever goals you have mentioned, your top 3 goals you have written down, why you want to achieve them. I mean, this is the most favorite of mine. This is the question which will, it will create fire in your belly. It will tell you why the hell are you doing whatever are you doing. And if you do not have a strong reason for whatever are you doing, that means you are not actually using your potential to the fullest. So this is the complete black and white picture itself. If you do not have a strong why for whatever you are doing, maybe a job, maybe what do you say, if you are running a company, or if you're a student, if you're doing CA, whatever you are doing, if you do not have a strong why am I doing this? What is it I want to achieve it? Is it only the money? If it is only the money, then your fire in the belly would be very for the very short span. So for example, April में appraisal आने वाला है. At that point of time you will be excited and stuff would be there. But April खत्म हो गया, appraisal हो गया, everything is done. Then again you will be like, ठीक है, वो 1 साल निकालना है. You do not have a strong why कि मुझे ये क्यों करना है. What is the purpose? Why am I doing this? For my own self and for the community. Because whenever you are doing any work, you should have 2 contexts. What is it that you want to contribute to the people around you? What is it you should be remembered for? What is it I want to contribute to the world around me? We never think of that. We are like, ठीक है, मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, मैंने skill लिया है, I'm a chartered accountant, I'm working and I'm getting money. My purpose is. If we are living in that life, then you will be the 95% who are just living their life. If you want to fall in the next 5% of the premium people, you have to have this strong why. Whatever you are doing, whatever you want to do in your life, if you have a strong why daily, you have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? So for example, if I say I like this work because I want to empower others to so that they can grow in their life, they can be freedom from certain pains or past incidents which they have. I want them to be free from that, and I want them to experience happiness. That is why I want to be in this world. And what I am getting for myself is my own happiness. I am growing when I am giving to others. And what is the outcome of this is the money. Money is always the byproduct, but we always think that money is the most, जो भी करना है पैसे के बारे में सोच के ही करना है. Money is important, but it should be taken as a byproduct, not your primary driver. If you're taking money as a primary driver, you will not grow because you're just striving, you're just surviving कि नहीं भागना है because पैसा है, भागना है because पैसा है. That will not be there. So you have to have a strong why. Why am I, suppose if you're doing in your office, whatever you are doing, why you are doing, do you have a question? Why am I doing this? What is it I will get out of it? If you have a strong why, you can actually create wonders and miracles for yourself. You can think of your own talents, your own decisions, you can actually validate, and you can actually take actions for something which you had always wanted to but you were not able to. So this is very, very, very important to have a why for everything. Now, what is growth mindset? How do you term that I'm growing or I'm not growing? How do you relate growth as? What is growth for you? So if you have the old mindset plus actions, then it will give you old results. So suppose Priyanka, which she was yesterday, with same old beliefs, same old patterns, and she's taking action धीरे धीरे से या whatever, she will get the old result. हम चाहते कि नहीं result तो नया आना चाहिए, देखो कुछ अलग करना है, but मेरा जो mindset है वो same पुराना है, तो result नहीं मिलेगा, जो कल मिला था वही मिलेगा. To get the new results, we need to take new actions. So what can we do about it? सबसे पहले, this is something very useful technique which is scientifically proven, is visualization. So write down your goals. whatever goals you have in your life, whatever your goals, maybe it is related to your studies or business or everything, just write it down and keep it visual. Every day you are just looking at your goals, and this is something I want to achieve. Suppose you want to increase your sales, write down what is your target, and make sure every single day you are spending minimum 1 hour, talk to somebody, talk new people, do networking, so that you are you are alive, you're making your goal alive. You're not just keeping with yourself. And when you're looking at it every day, you are training a subconscious mind that this is something I want to achieve in my life, and this is something which is important for me. Then break that goal into a detailed plan. So for example, if you want to suppose there is a staff in your office which is completely illiterate and it doesn't know anything about how to start a computer. So if you have to explain that person how to start a computer, you will actually tell him every detailed procedure कि उसका सबसे पहले switch on करो, उसके जो plug है उसके बाजू में एक switch है वो on करो, then just remove the cover of the computer, the screen, then remove pull out the what you say keyboard, then on the screen button, then every detailed step you will teach that person. Same way you have to create a detailed plan of your goal. Mera goal kya hai? Suppose I have a 10 lakh sales target, so how will I achieve that? Which a detailed plan of that. Of course we do have in our big organizations, we have a planning, budgeting, everything is there. But on a daily basis, do I have it for my personal level? Like what I have to do it today as my goal. What is it? And you have not only a broad terms, but a detailed plan for it. Then you are giving yourself a clean green signals that this is something I want to do, and these are the actions which I need to take, so that your mind is settled down. It is not hovering on the thoughts, different thoughts. You just give yourself enough time to write it down everything, so everything what was there in your mind is there on a piece of paper, and you are free. Try this out. It is very effective, and it is tried and tested by millions and millions of people, and it really works. So this is one thing. So, and I connect this like Robin Sharma, he's a very great coach. So he uses 2020 formula in his 5 a.m. book. So where he says that you should get up at 5 a.m. every day. If you say I'm very busy, I'm not able to make out time for myself, in reduce or your sleeping hour by 1 hour. That is the place you can of course we have a lot of time, we have in distractions, we waste our time, everything is there. But if you reduce your sleep by 1 hour, like suppose getting up at 5 a.m. is something, your productivity will increase in like single, first day you will feel, yeah, this is something really productive. So if you really want to experience something new, if you want to grow, try something which is new, which you have never done before, and give yourself a try for a month. Maybe it works out. You never know. Why should should everything fit in your head है ना, हाँ ये तो ऐसा होना चाहिए या नहीं होना चाहिए. Let us give a try. एक महीना ट्राई करते हैं ना, होगा तो बेस्ट है, वी कैन कंटिन्यू, एंड नहीं हो रहा है तो देयर इज नो हार्म. So this 2020 formula is getting up at 5 a.m., doing exercise for 20 minutes, like religiously doing exercise. Then 20 minutes you are creating a plan for the day, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to create a plan for the entire day. And 20 minutes you are actually putting down that 20 minutes you are doing a self upgradation. So it is basically maybe you are doing some mental exercises, or you are reading something, or you are learning some skill which will help you in your growth. So this is a 2020 formula which is genuinely very effective. What happens is most of the time we are so busy in our work and everything that we do not train ourselves with new skill sets. So that hampers our growth. We think सब कुछ ठीक ही चल रहा है ना, मुझे और ग्रो करने की जरूरत नहीं है. But that is not the answer. You have to have a consistent growth, because that will give you sense of fulfillment, sense of happiness, and sense of freedom. If you think nahi sab acha hi hai, mere paas jo hai wo hai, then you have to maintain the consistency. So it is it is said that we are so, when we have success, we are so get carried away in the success that we forget the things which we had done to get that success. So what trainings we had done to our own selves to maintain, I mean, when we were in the journey to reach the success, what trainings we had given to us. So we forget that कि ये सब training से मैं वहाँ पे पहुँचा हूँ. So today, when you have reached that level, to maintain that level, I have to consistently follow those patterns which I had done in my life. If I'm not doing that, that means somewhere, I have kind of, brought a stagnation in my life. So if you want to grow more, if you want to achieve new heights, you have to consistently do what you had been doing, which would work for you, and try on certain new things which are required to attain what you want to attain in your life. So this is a 2020 formula which is very important, and it really creates miracles and wonders in your life. Do try that. Then, as much as possible, focus on your self growth and development. Do not complain about external environments कि ये ऐसा है या वो वैसा है, government regulations ऐसे हैं. Everything is going to be there, but what can I do to to cope up with that? Acceptance. The moment we accept कि हाँ ये है, अभी मुझे क्या करना है, we will think of results. But if we are not ready to accept, we are just ready to crib and blame and everything, we will just end up in reasons. We will not get results. So you have to have a choice whether I want to grow or whether I want to be wherever I am. You can waste your time in cribbing and complaining and do whatever you do. So choice is yours. Then there is a self reflection. This is something which most of us do not do. Meaning we will do for our work, what worked for us, what didn't work for us, but for our own self we will not do. For our own self matlab ki my behavior. So suppose you have a problem of anger, like you are a young and you have a lot of anger issues, you are short tempered, you're not able to manage yourself, and you just burst out and all those things. So we just think our life, just in our youngster कि ये 10 साल में मैं जो हूँ वही मैं हूँ, बाद में I will see whatever will happen. I want to do, मतलब हम हमारा पूरा ध्यान टेक्निकलिटी पे इतना दे देते हैं that we do not focus on the self reflection element. We are not focusing on the behaviors which we are holding. What is the impact of that? Any person who is getting in communication with you will not be left with a good energy. ठीक है, आपका business है, आपको काम हो रहा है, everything is happening, things are happening, but जो connection होना चाहिए, many a time it will happen that your employees are frustrated with you, your clients are there but they are not happy with you. So why you want to be a carrier of energy which is demeaning the energy of others? Why can't you be a carrier जहाँ पे तुम खुद भी grow कर रहे हो and the people who is getting connected to you is also growing? Why can't we be that? It is possible. Everything is possible provided we are ready to take actions on that. So you have a choice. Daily reflect on yourself. How was your behavior? How were your actions? What worked for you? What didn't work for you? And try to get a positive reflection on it, and try to daily inculcate a new habit. For example, tell yourself today, suppose you have an addiction, so say for in a week this time I will not follow this addiction, or suppose in the week I will not be anger I mean I will not be angry. Anything, try small things and try to redesign yourself. पुराना पुराना लेके जब तक कब तक घूमोगे? Create habits which are good for you and for people who are connected to you. It is really going to work for you in a different way. So try it on. Then you have to balance your physical and physical health, mental health, and wealth. If you are just focusing on money, then it is like you have spent your young age in generating money, and then when you are old you are spending your money to maintain your health. So what did you attain out of it? पहले पैसा कमाया और फिर बाद में उसको खर्च दिया. So what is it you are left with? The same old person who were 20-30 years back. You are the same one. There is no growth, no satisfaction, no happiness. So what are you doing? I mean, so you have to balance it out. Money is important, but at the same time you need to take care of your health. If you are having a balance of it, you will genuinely enjoy every bit of your life. So start taking care of your health, which is very important. The next most important is, and this is again a very most important point, is do not play in comfort zone. जहाँ पे भी लग रहा है कि stagnation आ गया है and you are not able to perform something really nice or perform something which is really challenging, you need to tell yourself this is not allowed. I need to be vulnerable. I need to be in the discomfort position. Take up assignments which are challenging. Take up things which is giving you an and strong fearful rush कि नहीं मुझे कुछ तो उसमें से I want to take it out. So take certain assignments which are discomforting, which are vulnerable, and take it on as regular as possible, because that will help you to grow from the old mindset to the new mindset. Then is manage your distractions. Like you have a lot of distractions, so try to manage that. Now if you have a mindset which is money oriented, money, then it will give you growth in your profession, in your career, by money wise, but that will be again a short term. You have not designed yourself in a way you can take care of yourself till the last race. So if you want to be a person of a long race, you need to have a balanced life. So for that, you need to have a proper mindset, which is, consisting of all these things that will give you a balanced growth. And even after 30 years, you could see yourself that you have attained enough by balancing your physical health, your mental health, your wealth, and your personal relationships also. So you have to be a holistic performance, not somebody, just behind the money. Just going out for the money is like, we are just following the rat race. We need to work on these areas. Absolutely. Next is, what are we competing with, ourselves or others? So what is competition to ourselves? Like, people around us, they are growing, they are taking actions, they are doing a lot of things. So what is competition to us? Are we competing with our own selves or are we competing with others? So how do I compete with myself? So constantly I have to see that person I was yesterday, I am not today the same. Whatever bad habits I had, whatever not so good habits I had, whether the same I'm carrying on or not. So you have to have that mindset. I have to compete with myself. I have to technologically upgrade myself because it is a digital world. Whether I'm technologically upgraded or not, check it with yourself. Consider humans as humans and not machines or robots. So you are ongoingly dealing with humans. We are so used to we are so used to now operating with machines कि हम लोग humans को भी without emotions, without feeling, everything we are doing. So consider humans as human and not machines or robots. Okay, it's a journey. Success doesn't come overnight, but consistent actions will definitely give desired results. So consistency has to be there. It is not going to be an overnight process. You have to be consistent. You have to face fears. You have to take challenges, but be in the game. Do not quit the game. That is what is the key. You are the same. If you are the same person you were 1 year back, then sorry, you are physically grown, but mentally you are the same. If you are disconnected with self, you will not be able to connect with anyone. So you actually have to take time to be with yourself, to know yourself, and the results which you will get in your personal and professional zone would be miraculous. So to connect with yourself, learn to appreciate every person you meet, everything you do, every element you are doing in your life. Learn to appreciate. If you're running a company, invest in training your staff in their personal growth and development, because that will develop their zeal, their motto to do something what they want to do in life. Last, and which is again the most important, practice minimalism. Spend on experiences, cut short on your expenses which are unwanted, which are not really useful. Practice minimalism. So this is the sum of whatever we did today. I just give you a brief snapshot for living a life which is full of possibility, and it is an element important for us for our growth. And listening all everything is very easy, but really to implement in our life is something which requires real desire. That why I want to do something, that will give you a driving force in our life. So this is it for today. I thank you so much for listening to me. If you have any question or answers, please let me know. I request you all to, follow my page on Instagram. It is beattitude.in. You will get lot of like I keep posting a lot of stuff, a lot of materials on that. So you can actually communicate with me on that page, because a lot of you are asking regarding the things which, I whether I am there on YouTube or not. I'm not there on YouTube, but you can connect me on Instagram at beattitude.in, and you can I am share my personal number also. If you have certain issues or certain things which you want to overcome, we can just work out on that as well, because I would be grateful to help you in, overcoming your failures, and I want you help to, be in freedom. Yeah, I will send my slide with you if you want. Not a problem. I can do that. So, Khushi, give your email ID on this number. I will share the slide with you. No, I'm not there on Telegram or YouTube, but I'm there on Instagram and I'm active on that. And you can mail me or WhatsApp me. These are my contact IDs. You can do that. Okay, also I would like all of you to share what was the best part you like about the this session. Like, what is your takeaway from this session, which you really felt, I can implement in my life, and were really connected to whatever I shared. Anything, whatever you liked, if you would share, it would be great. Okay, connecting to self, very good. Yeah, that is the domain of our growth. If you want to really grow, that is the place which will, make us grow by leaps and bounds. We've always focused that growth is somewhere else, but reality growth is within us. If we unleash that, then we can actually do and create miracles in our lives. Yeah, moving out of comfort zone is very touching. Okay, great. Yeah, that's the key for our growth again. Okay, 2020 formula. Yeah, and I invite all of you, to practice that. We can actually, create a community if you all want, and be a motivator for each other, and start कि नहीं ये हमको करना है, because most of time हमको अच्छा तो लगता है, we get inspire and aspire, but we do not perspire. So to actually perspire, we being human beings, sometimes we do not take actions on our own. The community hota hai, it really helps, and it pushes us to move forward. Okay, concept of why. Yeah, that's again is my favorite. I what every day I ask myself, like, why am I doing this? Because there would be times, मेरा subconscious mind will take me to the past events कि नहीं ये तेरे से नहीं होगा, या this is not possible for you. But when I again get connected to why did I take this assignment, or why did I take this up, it gives me again the recharge, the boosting, and I can take my actions again. So yes, everybody, you should have a strong why. That is the heart of this session, I would say. Okay, so we will end our session here. Anything you want to communicate? These are my like email IDs, contact numbers, and the Instagram page. You can actually follow there and be in communication with me. I'm there to help you out. Thank you so much for actually being a great listener and really being with me in this session and participating along with me. Thank you so much, and thank you Virag, Connect Easy, and JCA for giving this beautiful opportunity to bring something which being CA हम ये सब चीजों पे इतना ध्यान नहीं देते very honestly, but he actually considered कि नहीं, this is I know this is really important, but in our profession we say ये तो सब हो जाता है. Technical is there something which we need to take care of. So I really appreciate Virag to give me the opportunity and allow me to take this beautiful session with you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, Rajesh Mehta sir, for PowerPack session for all CA students who are appearing for the November 2020 on how to face CA exams. So both are wonderful session for today's. We'll upload along with the both presentation on our YouTube channel on Connect Easy. So just go on Google and hashtag Connect Easy, or you can find hashtag Virag Shah on YouTube, and you can find that. And we will upload the both presentation along with the video, so you can find there immediately. We'll try to upload immediately or within a 24 hours, so you can check there as well. So once again, would like to thank you all the attendees, all the audience for interactive session, and thank you Rajesh Mehta sir, and thank you Priyanka Palrecha. Thank you so much. So
Thank
we
you
are
so
ending
much.
session, and we'll come up with the more few webinars. Tomorrow, starting from tomorrow, we have a wonderful startup series for 8 days. So it's a golden opportunity for all the professionals to become a startup advisor. So you can take the benefit of that as well. From the next Tuesday, we have a transfer pricing webinar series with the international speaker, one from Malaysia, one from Middle East, and one from India. So in that also, we got a wonderful participation from the audience, and their attendees are also from the many countries as well. So we have a good networking session as well in that. So do subscribe that as well. So with this, we are ending this session. Thank you, sir. Would like to say something, sir? Rajesh Mehta, sir. Sir, you are not audible, sir. Thank you, sir. And we have another meeting of at the Jain Chartered Accountant Federation about the big Indian firm, the big Indian firm PBIF initiative. So all office bearers are busy in that. So Puneet Bhai is there in the initial and have a vote of requested me to give in the vote of thanks on behalf of JCF to both the speaker. So on behalf of JCF also, I am a core group member there as well. So thank you so much, Rajesh Mehta sir and the Priyanka on behalf of JCAF as well. So with this, we are ending this session, and we are logging off, and we'll coming up with many more webinar for students as well as professional as well. So be in touch with us. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank you.